If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. It's finally happened. The whispers became headlines. The reactions are flooding in. Kevin Durant is once again at the center of the NBA universe. And what the league is saying? Well, it's nothing short of explosive. Because when Kevin Durant moves, speaks, or simply exists within NBA conversations, he shifts the entire landscape. Just confirmed league sources and player reactions are coming out about Kevin Durant's role, his future, and most importantly, his ties to the Golden State Warriors. You heard that right. We've gone full circle. The entire NBA is talking about it, and what they're saying has fans absolutely floored. It all started with a simple question asked during a recent off-season media appearance: could Kevin Durant ever return to the Warriors? And just like that, social media went into overdrive. But this wasn't just some rumor cooked up by a podcast. This was real. From reporters to former players to anonymous NBA executives, everyone weighed in. And the range of responses? Wild. Some saw it as redemption. A full circle moment for one of the most controversial dynasties in NBA history. Others called it betrayal. A weak move. A rerun of something that should stay in the past. And then came the bombshell reactions from inside the NBA. Sources close to the league say several players, yes, current all-stars, have gone on the record, anonymously, expressing concern that if Durant returns to the Warriors, it would break the league again. Not in the same way as 2016, but something arguably scarier. Because this time, Durant isn't joining a 73-win team that just lost in the finals. This time, he'd be joining a team hungry to revive its dynasty. A team that just drafted 2 future stars. A team that still has Stephen Curry playing at an MVP level. And more than that, he'd be walking into a locker room that's already battle-tested, but also smarter, deeper, and better built than when he left. And the NBA's reaction? It ranges from admiration to panic. Draymond Green, for one, has never been shy with his thoughts. On a recent episode of his podcast, Draymond threw fuel on the fire. He said, "Man, I'll never close the door on KD. We've been through too much. If he wants to run it back, why not?" And just like that, the speculation took another leap. Meanwhile, Steph Curry has stayed silent. As usual. But sources within the Warriors say he's not opposed to a reunion if it helps the team win now. That's a big if, considering how carefully Golden State has tried to thread the needle between contending now and building for the future. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski, these are the guys the front office has been grooming to take the baton from Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Bringing in KD again could either elevate those players or bury their development altogether. And you can bet the league is watching that dynamic closely. Former NBA players are chiming in, too. Richard Jefferson said during a TV spot, "Durant back to the Warriors? The league won't allow it. Trust me, the owners would riot. They remember what happened last time." Kendrick Perkins was more blunt, "This ain't a fairy tale. It's the NBA. You think KD and Steph wouldn't steamroll the West again? You better wake up." And as for KD himself? He's been cryptic. But when asked recently about playing with Steph again, Durant gave a classic answer. "I respect the Warriors. That time in my life was special. You never know what the future holds. You never know." That's all he had to say. And that's all it took to send shockwaves across the league. But there's another twist. A player on the Suns' Durant's current team reportedly leaked that tensions in the locker room after their playoff elimination were real. The quote? "There were moments we looked like strangers out there. Everyone was playing for themselves." Whether or not Durant was at the heart of that tension is unclear. But the buzz around the league is this: if the Suns can't get it together this offseason, and if Durant feels the clock is ticking on another title run, he might force a move. And you better believe the Warriors would listen. Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. has already said the team is exploring bold options. That doesn't happen by accident. That's front office speak for if a superstar becomes available, we're ready to talk. And here's where it gets even more interesting. League sources say that other teams are starting to prep in case Durant does move. Teams like the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, and even the Philadelphia 76ers have reportedly put out feelers to see what it would take to land KD if Phoenix ever makes him available. But you know what separates the Warriors from all those other teams? Familiarity. Trust. History. Curry and Durant already know what it's like to win together. They know how to coexist. And yes, there was drama at the end, but time heals wounds. Especially when you want one more ring. And make no mistake, this wouldn't just be about nostalgia. This would be about dominance. The Warriors still have one of the best defensive systems in the NBA. Add Durant back into that mix and it's terrifying. Defenses wouldn't know what to do. Do you double KD and leave Steph open? Do you trap Steph and let KD go one-on-one? The numbers don't lie. When Durant played for the Warriors from 2016 to 2019, he averaged nearly 26 points per game on 52% shooting, while anchoring the defense and closing games like a Finals MVP twice. And let's not forget, when healthy, he's still one of the top 5 players in the world. And yet there's another voice in all of this. The fans. Golden State fans are divided. Some are thrilled by the idea. Others feel burned by how it ended last time. Durant left. The dynasty took a hit. Klay got hurt. The Warriors missed the playoffs. But at the same time, KD didn't betray the team. He made a choice. And now the door might be swinging back open. Social media is on fire. Polls show nearly 60% of Warriors fans would welcome Durant back without hesitation. Another 25% say only if it doesn't cost us Kuminga. That leaves a passionate minority who still say no, who think the team should build around the youth and let Steph close his career with a new generation. But whatever side you're on, this is the kind of moment that defines eras. The Warriors front office knows it. The fans know it. And clearly, the entire NBA knows it too. Because the league is reacting in real time. Executives are adjusting their off-seasons. Coaches are preparing game plans for a potential Warriors Super Team 2.0. And GMs across the league are scrambling just in case. So what happens next? If the Suns implode further, if KD gets frustrated, if Curry gives the green light, and if the Warriors think they're just one piece away, this could be the most dramatic twist of the 2025 offseason. And if you're still with us, you already know this story is far from over. Smash that like button right now if you think KD coming back would shake up the league. Subscribe to the channel if you want every twist, every trade, every locker room whisper before it breaks. Because if this deal even starts to take shape, you better believe we'll be on it before anyone else.